Hello and welcome to VNA News Daily Bulletin. I'm Bảo Trung from Hanoi, and coming up next we have your top stories. Đống Đa Festival marking victory over the Chinese Qing invaders opens in Hanoi. Hanoi launches Lunar New Year Tree Planting Festival. Challenges to high-tech agriculture development. The Đống Đa Festival opened in Hanoi on February 12, or the fifth day of the Lunar New Year, marking the 227th anniversary of Ngọc Hồi Đống Đa victory over the Chinese Qing invaders. Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc attended the event. On this day 227 years ago, Tây Sơn troops led by Nguyễn Huệ, later proclaimed Emperor Quang Trung, launched a surprise attack and defeated more than 29,000 invading soldiers right at the park. Since then, the fifth day of the lunar first month has become an annual traditional day of historic significance to people nationwide. The victory of Ngọc Hồi Đống Đa has also gone down in Vietnamese history as an immortal and epic struggle for national construction and defense. I am happy to live in national independence. We are grateful to Emperor Quang Trung, President Ho Chi Minh, and General Võ Nguyên Giáp, who sacrificed for national freedom. In 2014, the Hanoi Export-Import Company was assigned to invest in upgrading the Đống Đa Park with funding worth tens of billions of Vietnamese dong, sourced from philanthropists. The 2016 Lunar New Year Tree Planting Festival was launched in the capital city of Hanoi on February 12. Secretary of the Hanoi Party Committee Hoàng Trung Hải attended the event. Hoàng Công Khôi, Secretary of Hoàn Kiếm District's Party Committee, stressed the significance of the Tree Planting Festival, which is an annual tradition initiated by late President Ho Chi Minh in 1960. The President was known to care greatly about the environment and the value of tree planting. The tradition, eagerly joined by different localities across the capital city, has contributed significantly to protecting the environment and addressing climate change impacts, said the Secretary. Earlier, the Hanoi People's Committee had instructed relevant agencies to promote the event across the city, as well as at its district and ward levels. Enterprises operating in the processing and manufacturing sectors are optimistic about growth in export orders in 2016. More in the following report.
A recent report on business trends within the processing and manufacturing industries have shown that more than 80% of the surveyed enterprises said in the first quarter of 2016 they would be stable or even better off than in 2015. Meanwhile, only 17.7% of these enterprises said 2016 would be a tougher year than 2015. About 91.6% of the enterprises anticipate higher production volume in 2016 as compared with 2015, while 66.7% expect more stable production costs this year. The General Statistics Office said this trend clearly shows Vietnam's business climate has improved significantly. More than 94,750 new firms were established in 2015, with a total registered capital of $27.3 billion, up 26.6% in number and 39.1% in capital, respectively, as compared with 2014. In the same year, the number of enterprises that resumed operations was 21,500, a 39.5% rise compared with 2014, while the number of disclosed businesses was 9,467, down 0.4% against 2014. The Ministry of Planning and Investment said the enterprises and investment laws, which came into effect on July 1, 2015, have had positive impact on enterprises' activities.
Vietnam is listed among the world's top 10 countries with great potentials to implement a clean development mechanism. However, local enterprises, as they developed, pay little or no heed to carrying out this mechanism.
This is the Clean Development Mechanism, or CDM project, recognized by the United Nations. To produce unfined clay bricks, this factory needs just 10% of the total cement volume consumed by a traditional brickyard. This helps the factory reduce the annual emission of 55,000 tons of carbon dioxide, enabling the project to earn nearly $10 billion to its CDM mechanism.
In fact, the United Nations has scrutinized our CDM project, and through consultancy units, it will fund all costs needed to implement the procedures. As a result, the project brings a lot of benefits to our enterprise.
According to the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, Vietnam now has 253 CDM projects, which release a combined 137 tons of carbon dioxide. Some sectors, including renewable energy, waste recycling and byproduct treatment, and forestry, are eligible to join the Clean Development Mechanism.
Carbon credits are now traded worldwide, normally purchased by developed countries. Vietnam is a quite successful dealer in the market, standing fourth in the global ranking in terms of the number of carbon credit production projects and 10th in the number of generated carbon credits.
But there is the fact that many enterprises do not pay much attention to clean development because they encounter various obstacles in implementing the mechanism.
Vietnam just has a few mechanisms designed to assist businesses in implementing measures to boost investment in technologies and enhance green growth. Up to 98% of domestically invested businesses are small and medium-sized enterprises, so they have limited financial resources, personnel, and capability. The price of a carbon credit reached the peak of $30 equivalent to 1 ton of carbon dioxide, but it has since plummeted to a mere 20%. At the current price level, it is not enough to make up for the cost enterprises spent on resolving relevant procedures, so they show no interest in the mechanism.
The landmark agreement reached by the 2015 Paris Climate Conference is expected to drive carbon credit trading in the world market, which should push up the price, thus luring investments in clean technologies. But it is the concerning fact that the majority of Vietnamese companies are not aware of the significance nor the potential of adopting the Clean Development Mechanism.
The government has agreed to adjust a plan on developing Vietnam's dry port system to 2020 with a vision to 2030. To implement the plan, the government asked the Ministry of Transport to preside over and collaborate with relevant ministries, offices and localities to conduct research and set up adjustments in the plan. The ministry was also urged to implement agreements on construction investment and announcement to open dry ports, including an investment project on a dry port conducted by the Saigon New Port Corporation in accordance with regulations. According to the ministry, the current plan has proven insufficient, as several localities have demand for dry ports, but they have not been part of the plan. To enhance the added value of the agriculture sector, developing high-tech agriculture is seen as an inevitable trend instead of running after output. But the sector is still facing a range of challenges in forming specialized zones for high-tech agricultural development. Our reporter will bring you more details.
With favorable weather for agricultural development, Mộc Châu district in the northern mountainous province of Sơn La has been experimenting with high-tech agriculture since 2007. However, it is still at a small scale. The cooperative has applied high technology to growing vegetables. It has provided unseasonal vegetables to the capital city of Hanoi. However, the cooperative has converted only 5,000 square meters for net house vegetable growing out of its total 140,000 square meters for farming land. We need more money to invest in bigger net house and rotating valve irrigation systems. We need a professional processing plant to ensure our products meet VNA standards.
We have yet to fully tap our potentials, even with the help of businesses. Our high-tech agricultural production remains at small scale.
Despite their financial potentials, enterprises are also facing difficulties while investing in high-tech agricultural development. This is a high-tech flower growing area developed by an experienced enterprise. Covering over 20 hectares, it is the largest high-tech agricultural area in Mộc Châu so far.
Different kinds of flowers have different development periods, from 3 to 12 months. As the temperature changes during the year, we have to install air conditioning system to minimize the impact of the temperature.
According to Tuấn, Đà Lạt in the Central Highland province of Lâm Đồng is different, and it has a more favorable climate for growing flowers than in Mộc Châu.
Đà Lạt is located much further south, but high in the mountains, and as a result, it has a cool, stable temperature most of the year round. While the temperature in Mộc Châu rises to 40 degrees Celsius in summer and can drop to 0 in winter. As a result, high-tech agriculture development in Mộc Châu requires a big investment for infrastructure.
One more problem for Mộc Châu is the lack of land for a large-scale specialized farming zone.
Not having enough land is causing difficulties for enterprises to expand their production. The first job is to zone off a suitable area for farming with high-tech applications. The district will encourage the cooperation between landowners and enterprises to facilitate high-tech agriculture development.
Several domestic and foreign enterprises boasting financial and technological sources have studied investment opportunities in Mộc Châu. This is a very positive sign for the locality, which is striving to turn itself into the most modern high-tech agricultural area in the northern region.
Hanoi has been selected as one of the 4 happiest cities in Asia Pacific by MasterCard, a global leading company in payment.
MasterCard's recent happiness index indicates Hanoi ranks 4th with 71 points behind India's Bangalore, Indonesia's Jakarta, and India's New Delhi. The index came out as a result of a survey conducted among 9,000 people living in 33 cities in 17 countries across the region to measure the level of their life enjoyment based on 4 categories: job and finance, safety from threats, personal happiness, and life satisfaction. Scores from the 4 factors range from 0 to 100 points. Vietnam scored 73.3 points in terms of life satisfaction to rank 2nd in the region, just after Myanmar's Mandalay City. The Vietnamese capital ranked 5th in the safety from threats category with 64.3 points, 6th in job and finance with 75.7 points, and 5th in personal happiness with 70.9 points.
And that was the end of our news bulletin. Thank you for your attention. For more information, please log on to our website at www.vietnamplus.vn. We'll see you soon.